Oh my goodness.
So there's that. All weekend, I've like if I eat something, I just feel full all the time, like bloated all the time, which is I don't know what's going on there. We'll see. Who's hosting, Duke?
Yeah, I guess I'll host.
Yeah, you've got all the sound effects for that.
And I gotta change this.
You got the power. I'll put this light on.
Here, I don't ever use that. I'll see.
We are on the air. The audio listeners can hear us.
Okay. What up, audio listeners? How you doing?
The live stream listeners, rather.
Yeah, I'll host. I guess. Did I say I'll host? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. All I know is my mute button's working. All right. So we want to start. Are we ready now?
Sure.
Let's go. 1 hour show.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Okay, I'm a 1 hour show. It's a lot of fun. People are expecting us to go on for 6 hours.
6 minute show.
That's my show. I'm still.
We're game. Let's just call it a speed run.
Speed run show.
Exactly.
So, ain't you guys gonna ask me about my hat?
She's got a new hat.
So, ain't you guys gonna ask me about my hat?
She's got a new hat.
Perfectly level flying is the supreme challenge of the scale model pilot.
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat. Yo.
I'm a potato.
Hello and welcome to episode.
When do we get the freaking guns?
I can't even start the show without some sound clip of bursting in. So obnoxious. Welcome to episode 635 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast. I'm Duke.
Yep.
And I'm your last minute replacement once again.
Stu's not here. Antonio is stepping in. Welcome, Antonio.
Howdy, everyone. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing, Chinny? How you doing, Tony?
Hello.
Hello. I just saw the film that Stuart is going to see.
It's the Batman.
Yeah, it was good.
Homer,
good,
there's a man here who thinks he can help you.
Batman?
No, he's a scientist.
Batman's a scientist.
It's not Batman.
How was our Pats?
Yeah. I will say I'm gonna save all my talk for the Gavin About Movies podcast, which you should
have to listen to the Gavin About Movies
Oh.
episode. Yeah.
But it's more of a noir mystery thriller than a superhero film. That's my quick 1 second.
I'll tell you the main thing. Like, I'm curious to see what's his name, Gollum as Alfred. I'm nervous about that. I think he's too young for Alfred, but whatever. The main thing I'm excited to see is the dude from There Will Be Blood as the Riddler. That's the big draw for me. So I assume he does a good job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's
Oh
awesome. And Chinny, are you excited to see the Batman at some point?
No.
Okay. Well, that settles that.
My
Moving on to
favorite
story time.
It's story time. Story time.
You're gonna get a tough crowd tonight, Duke.
New listeners will notice that the episode is going very quickly.
Yeah.
And new listeners will also not know that that's a change of pace because we're doing a speed run on this show. Usually
Speed
Stu
run
takes
show.
17 years.
I never get to podcast with Antonio very often because
I thought the same thing. Yeah.
you usually replace me.
Yeah.
It's not very often Stu has a week off, is it?
Yeah.
No.
And it was a sudden week off. Stu's like 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
I'm not coming. I gotta go see the
Usually Stu is like, I'm not going to be here in 6 months' time. And you're like,
I'm
okay.
going to Gran Canaria.
Why are you telling me now? But like literally tonight he went, I'm going to see Batman. Fuck off. So he never does that. My thinking is,
true.
this is my theory.
Go ahead. What's your theory? Let's hear
it was free.
Well, that is a big inducement for Stuart. There's
So
no doubt about it.
that's why I think he would go, because it was free.
I mean, to be fair, as someone who has one of those like unlimited cards to a cinema, to see a brand new film like that is about 20 quid. So that's why I had one of those fancy cards. And if I got to see it for free, I would have. To be fair, Stuart, if there is a meetup anytime soon, I had to pay for another ticket, £3 extra. So if we ever do meet up again in the near future, you owe me a drink, mate, or a little snack.
Well, and especially if you were a cheapskate like Stu. So I mean, that's the other thing.
So do you pay a
exactly.
monthly fee for your fancy card?
I just pay it all in one go. It's to Odeon, no affiliation, but they should pay me for it. It's like 120, and I see at least a movie a week. So
120 a year.
yeah.
120 a year. I mean, if you watch enough, it all comes around, doesn't it?
Well, so if I went and saw the Batman by myself, this is very fun podcasting. It would have cost me 18 quid. So, you know.
I can't be bothered to go out of the house that often. I like to
The
be.
pandemic's been a godsend for me in that sense. It's, I can't go out on weekends. Damn, I have
Yeah.
to stay inside. Shucks.
Like, it pains me to go out of the house. Today, I went to one of those sort of soft play things because it was my niece's 3rd birthday. Soft plays like one of those like it's
airsoft?
it's a warehouse.
It's like an indoor play. It's like an indoor playground, I'd say. That is,
okay.
padded so that a kid
Yeah.
doesn't bash his teeth out. It still happens, but it's just legally.
It's just
they
a
can get around
warehouse
it.
full of
It's a
scaffolding
McDonald's
with
play place. I
with
got you.
foam round it, and kids
Oh, okay. I got you.
just going nuts.
Mate, post COVID, that kind of place would terrify me.
Yeah. Well, like, because I went it, Talia said, Mike, can you get down the slider with me? And I said, no. But then I was like, I don't want to
I
be
said can but won't.
no, I said, I'm not a mean uncle. I was like, yeah, let's go. And you go into the thing, and it was massive. And it's like a war zone, because there's like kids crying, lying on the floor, just going, leave me, don't go, and then there's another kid dragging another kid, and then a kid runs past me and just, falls straight off, and you're like, oh my God, like, this is horrible.
The things I've seen, man.
And then the slide is like the parachute jump. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're all at the top, sort of like gearing each other on. And then, like, Talia didn't want to go down on her own, so I had to hold her, and we just went. And then, hopefully,
Don't look down.
hopefully you make it at the bottom without any burns from the slide.
I was gonna say, what kind of slide is it? Is it one where you get like sit in like a little bag? Is it a proper steep one, like a 90-degree angle
It's
one?
just
What kind of one was it like?
a wobbly slide.
Okay, yeah.
But if you don't tuck your elbows in, it's a dangerous place. These soft plays, they're brutal. They're brutal places.
Sounds like it's supposed to not be dangerous.
No, they're horrible. They're horrible places. You could get killed at any point. And and kids are insane, because I was holding my other little niece who's only 5 months. And a kid just ran up to me, looked at Thea, my other little niece, and just went, "Oh," and just stared at her, and then walked off. You don't know,
like
like
the sound he made.
yeah, he just went right up to us and just went, and then just walked off. So you're just in a warehouse full of psychopaths. And kids are psychopaths, really. Like they
are. It's true.
like when you describe, like, if you're living with a child, you're like, I'm living with a person that can shit themselves at any point, shit in their own hand, throw shit at you, piss on you, cry by looking at you, and then laugh, all in the same 2 minutes. That's a
They're
psychopath.
inclined to do all those things.
Yeah.
It's
So,
right up their alley.
so that was my day. Safe to say, it was good fun. Good fun.
Cool. We had a guest, Diane the Duchess's nephew, came to interview for he already has a job offer. He came to basically survey the place that he might work at. And so he was in town for a day, and it was great to see him. It had been a few years.
Who was this? Sorry, Diane's what?
So the Duchess's nephew. So
Nephew.
yeah, his name is Darren, and he's just finishing college. So he's looking for jobs, and there's a place in town here that wants him, but there's other places that also want him because he's got this.
He's a wanted man.
He is a wanted man. So we were trying to like woo him, like, hey, this place has these football teams and like these bars you can check out. Because
There's
he's
a
not
farm.
into like the vegan, co-op with fair trade everything. He's like football kind of dude. So
Yeah.
anyway, that was fun to see him.
You can
and,
go
get
to
talk him.
Chipmunk Hill anytime you want.
Yeah, well, he couldn't have time to come out to the hill, but yeah, we took him around downtown. I bought some shoes because my shoes had holes in the bottom. I didn't realize it, and then it was raining, so my socks got all soaked. So we went to a skate shop, and I was like, I need a pair of shoes and some dry socks. And the guy goes, all right, which ones? I'm like, I don't care, those. And the shoes
Those are
fine.
gloves.
They're Vans. But here's the thing. The socks were gloves. There are these
Wow.
very, very low Vans socks. They wrap around your toes and like
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit on the heel. It was so stupid. I'm like, these aren't even socks. Now, I guess the lesson there is if you're going to buy some socks, instead of just going, I don't care those, you
Yeah.
ought to be like,
You obviously
let me
do
look
care.
at those before
You obviously
buy.
do care.
Well, I didn't know that they made such a stupid little tiny sock.
Yeah, they do.
Who the
Tara
heck
has
for?
some of those little toe
Yeah,
socks.
well, she's a dancer. It makes sense for her.
No, it's nothing to
I
do with
do
that.
too.
She's just a
I do
crazy
too.
person.
What?
I do too. I normally wear them when I'm doing heavy lifts
What the? Seriously?
in the gym. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you wear
because
shoes at the same time?
he lifts
Yeah.
he lifts the bar with his feet.
Exactly. Yeah. It's I don't want to do a gym lesson, but you wear flat shoes.
doesn't
and some
really.
light socks.
Are you having a go? This is
Yeah.
you're joking.
Yeah.
What?
No, he lifts his bar like this.
Well, anyway, I didn't
You just
know that
awakened
those
many
socks
fetishes there,
exist,
Michael,
and they
careful.
were not what I wanted. So fuck
If I
you,
put my
skate
foot
shop
on
that
Twitch,
sold me things that I asked for.
If I put my feet
need
on
to be more
Twitch, do we
careful
get
in the
banned,
future.
Antonio?
And by the way,
No, you get
oh,
rewarded.
wait.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm having a discussion
Here's
about
the
feet.
other
Sorry.
thing. Yeah, no, it's okay. Here's the other thing. We went out to eat at this place that's like farm to table, very foofy. Like there's this line out the door. As soon as we got there, they started building the line out the door. I'm like, damn, we got here just in time. They had chocolate chip pancakes. I was like, cool. On the menu, it says farm fresh Wisconsin maple syrup, $1.75. And I was like, well, I assume if you don't buy that, then it comes with normal everyday log cabin syrup or
Fucking
something. So I was like, all right,
hypocrites.
whatever. I'll just take the regular pancakes. So I ordered them. It comes with no syrup. And I was like, you're kidding me. It's either the fancy syrup or nothing. And then halfway through the meal, I'm eating them and I'm all mad. I'm like, this should come with syrup. And then the Duchess is like, there's a condiment station back there. And I was like, oh, yeah, I went to get sugar for my tea back there. I should check. And I went and checked. Of course they have syrup because Spencer's back
course.
there. So it was the case that it was the fancy syrup is extra, but you can have normal crap syrup all you want on the back table. I was
I,
like,
I
oh,
wish you'd have kicked off now because that would have been really embarrassing.
yeah, that would have been great. You motherfuckers, where's my syrup? So, again, you live and you learn. There is syrup in the back of the fancy place for the pancake. And they're very good pancakes, I should say. So, if you're ever in Madison, Wisconsin, check out, I think it's called Short Stack Eatery. And the short stack was 3 pancakes, which is plenty of pancakes. If you need more than 3 pancakes, you got a problem. I'm sorry. I'll
Yeah,
say.
pancakes is like, yeah, you get excited.
Y'all eat
Look,
a lot of pancakes, a lot
yeah.
of flapjacks.
they're exciting, aren't
I
they?
make them sometimes, like protein pancakes, but they're just in the cupboard if I ever need a snack and I've ran out of things I could eat. That's it really for me, pancakes or whatever.
They're
See,
like,
I love pancakes, but I don't always feel like making them at home.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Like I get excited about them, but
Well, it's like Mitch Hedberg said, you get real excited at first, and then halfway through, you're fucking sick of them.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean it's true. Like you just,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I think I'm off tonight. By the way,
I think all of us are off tonight. We miss Stu so much.
no, it's not that. I definitely don't miss him. You know what I mean?
Fair enough then.
Antonio,
Yes.
what's in the box behind you?
A frame. So we moved into this flat 6 months ago, and our plan was to be here for a short amount of time, then get out. But the housing market, blah blah blah, it's terrible. So that's a frame for a wall scroll of a certain spiky-haired character that's you probably know what I'm going to mention. And
Oh,
hopefully
yeah,
he'll be
Cloud
all
from
across
Final
there.
Fantasy VII is what it is.
Do you mean Bart Simpson?
I
No,
wouldn't
it's a
mind that.
different spiky-haired character from Japanese animation.
I wouldn't mind that. The question with Bart's hair is where's the hairline end and the head begin?
It's all
You
his
all
head.
have terrible hair.
It's all
from a
his
design
head.
point of view. Yeah.
So is the plan to stay in that flat now, Antonio?
We have to basically. Yeah, we tried to buy a house. We're in Scotland. By the way, listen, if you don't know where I live, and the market up here is mental. We viewed a house, put in a bid, and we are outbidded by about 13,000, and we already bidded $5,000 over the asking price.
Wow. See, that's why we crazy outbid this place when we found it. We were like, we're not taking any chances. We already lost one place. We're doing it.
How much
Um,
did
you
you
get
get
your
overbid
gas
by?
stuff
We're
sorted,
doing a great
Antonio?
job of We're doing a great job of speed running, by the way. What did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, we're making it through
how
this fast.
how is your life in Scotland?
It's freezing.
Yeah.
Are you
And it
addicted to
never-
heroin yet? Because
like-
I understand that's a lot of people.
Yes, a lot of heroin in
No.
Scotland.
According to the documentary I watched.
I'm sorry. I've been offered it twice, and I said thank you, but no thank you once, and the other time, not now.
Yeah.
Is
So
that
the third
true?
time,
You've
if he
really
asked
been
me
offered
again,
heroin?
no, I have been in my life
Oh,
though.
okay. Oh,
It's fine, honestly. Scotland's lovely. It's just cold.
cool.
Like
Yeah.
I come from the south of England, so it's all I'm used to the cold already. But it's bitter up here, man. Like the gym for me is a half an hour walk, both way. Sorry, all together, and it
You've
feels
got to
like I'm going
walk
out the door
there.
every time. I know.
Half an hour walk.
All together, so
Fuck.
15-15.
Oh.
Well, if you were really committed to being healthy, you'd have a
No,
sprint
no,
to
no,
the
no,
gym.
no, 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 Duke. No, 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 no. You're not understanding how this works. It's all about image. It's all about
Yeah,
looking
exactly.
like you're doing it.
Yeah.
And then not doing it. Have you not seen TikTok videos of people at the gym? Like this is
Your jump rope to the gym. Just
a healthy lifestyle is portraying a false image of yourself on the internet
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
and only posting pictures when you're on holiday. Like these are the only things.
Only posting pictures
Yeah,
when
I'm
you're
bad
at your
at
best
that.
and
That's why I
happy.
have 6
Yeah.
followers.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're not happy, just pretend to be. Like, just put it, just push it down.
It's like that
one-
song. It's because I'm pretending to be happy,
Yeah.
like a room without a roof.
Speaking of followers, there's a key plot point in the Batman film, light spoilers, where a key character is mentioned, this criminal, he has over 500 followers. And I thought, oh, is that considered a lot?
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
So, like, it's not a funny film in any way, but I felt kind of bad because I openly laughed out loud and I got a couple people looking at me at that.
Yeah.
Because I come from the world
I
of,
saw
like, millions of followers, and then to hear, he has 500 followers of these people.
500,
And I
oh,
openly
God.
laughed out loud.
I saw a take on Twitter that said the new Batman movie takes place in 2001, so therefore it's canon now that Mr. and Mrs. Wayne were killed coming out of Shrek.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about some video games, shall
Games.
we?
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
I hope the Duchess comes in beatboxing at some point.
What you been playing?
That reminds me, I might as well go ahead and play it now because I don't have the audio ready to go digitally, so I'm just going to play it through my phone. You ready? Amar sent in... Hey, what's up, Amar? He sent in a request for some beatboxing from the Duchess, so I have a sound clip to play. Here we go. You ready?
So Amar has asked if you would do some beatboxing on the show tonight. I don't know if you feel like doing some now or you want to do them later.
It's too early, man.
All right, Amar, you got us at like 9 a.m. We'll maybe do some beatboxing later.
Yeah.
So there you go. Sorry, there's no beatboxing
Oh.
yet, but maybe later, Amar. Hang on.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was I was on
I
edge.
psyched you out. Yeah, I got you
Yeah.
thinking there was going to be some beatboxing.
Yeah.
But nope. Sorry about that.
We've got a few people in the live chat, so I'm going to shout
Yes.
them out. Mint
up, live
Safe
chat?
is in the live chat. Soul Brother, Lord, Darren. There are other people, but they're quiet. So, you know.
Welcome, one and all. Antonio, what have you been playing, my friend?
Elden Ring.
Oh,
Oh, it's the hard game that everyone's playing.
but it's more accessible this time.
Apparently.
Go on then.
And I know
And-
we've... wait, have we asked you, have you played other Dark Souls games, Antonio?
Yeah, I played Dark Souls 1, Sekiro, and Bloodborne. Never finished them though. Just giving
Okay.
them a try. Because I'm not a Souls guy at all. But this is the first
Yeah.
time I think in my life where reviews have made me buy a game. Actually.
Okay.
Because I heard
gotcha.
nothing but positive things from friends
Yeah.
and press friends alike. So I jumped in. I think I said last time I was here, I was thinking about it. Yeah, it's
then you
it's
thought
good,
about
man.
it and you
But
did it.
it's not. Well, actually, it was a gift from my partner. So thank you to Jess.
Oh, yeah.
I thought about it. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It is great, but it isn't going to sell you on Souls. It is definitely the most accessible, but I think that's because it's probably the best gameplay wise. It plays like you can jump now.
Hey.
You can jump
haven't
a
been able
Sekiro,
to
but
jump
still.
before?
You can jump a Sekiro, but Sekiro was mainly it was quite an agile game, I will say, because it was about being a samurai kind of guy.
Ah.
I will say I picked so when
Samurais
you
weren't known
launch-
for jumping around. Samurais aren't Mario, you know?
when you spawn in for the first time, you pick a character, and I kind of made a big mistake picking a samurai because I thought having a bow and arrow would be a useful thing, But at this point, I don't know how to craft arrows, so I've just got a bow and I can't do jack shit with it.
Whoops.
I have so you spawn in, you get thrown with the boss straight away. I died because I was trying to work out what the controls were because I have not played a Souls game in a long time. And since then, I've just been exploring the open world it gives you at the start. It's it's got that Breath of the Wild esque thing where you're free to do whatever you want. There's no incentive really to go to the boss if you want to, just free roam.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I'm doing. I've fought one boss. That's because I found them diegetically and tried to beat him. It's I don't know his name. He's a dude, like a quite tall dude with two scythes. I don't know what it was. Took me about an hour to kill him. And the thing is with these games, it is just down to pattern memorization. That is literally how to get good at these games. You muted yourself.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I thought I had unmuted. I played Dark Souls 1 back in the day, and I remember thinking, like, I think I'd have more fun with this if I had some easier, weaker mobs to kill along the way before it was just fight to the death, fight to the death, fight to the death, boss fight to the death. It just felt like I was always right on the brink of just being obliterated every second of the game. And I was just like,
Elden Ring definitely does that.
It does that? Okay.
Yeah, because that's how I felt. Because I got decimated straight away, and I kept getting decimated. I was like, I don't want to play this, man. I don't want to play this. So I turned it off, didn't touch it for about a week, came back, and then just ran around for about 2 hours, just exploring the world. And it has again got that Breath of the Wild thing of you stumble across things, and you just look at them. For example, I fought a big pack of wolves, about 12 wolves in total, then jumped down a chasm. First of all, it asks you to do platforming sometimes.
Yeah.
No. This is not a platformer. It's terrible.
Okay.
But at the bottom of the chasm, there was an even bigger pack of wolves, about 20 plus wolves fighting a massive golem, and I just stood there watching.
So there's a diegetic fighting between the characters. The
Exactly, yeah.
NPCs
So
and
the actual storytelling just from seeing the world is really beautiful.
sure.
Again, I
That
keep
is
comparing
really
Breath of the
cool.
Wild.
I wish I could
but
see the video that you posted to the Zoom chat. That would be cool if I could see it as well as.
It's
I
on.
just picked some random gameplay.
Well, that's okay. It would be something.
No, it's on there, Duke.
Maybe I'm not seeing the thing. Oh, I know why. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, I had
Trying to be
accidentally
smart, are we?
My bad. Mea culpa. Go ahead, Antonio. You were saying.
I will say I'm not a big fan of that you can't pause because I am a guy that likes to play for a little bit and step away. But the thing is, with the current gen consoles, you can just click off into the home page and it remembers where you are with a quick resume on the new Xboxes. That's lovely.
I got you.
I adore that. It's been quite a buggy launch. Like I can't play online to do the cult with a friend of mine, which is whatever. And it runs a bit like trash on every console.
That's a shame.
Which is a bit of a shame, but overall, yeah, it's great. It's definitely, I will agree that it is easier than any other Souls game, but it's still not, a walk in the park.
That doesn't mean it's
fun.
easy. Yeah.
No, I only play at certain times of the day. Like if it gets past like 11, I am not playing this game because I know I'll make noise. I'm the kind of guy when I play a hard boss game, I like to talk to myself and go, oh, nearly, nearly, come on, that kind of shit, and get into it. To the point where my partner
you've always
checks on
been
me.
one of my favorite people. Yeah, you've always been one of my favorite people to play Rocket League with, not just because you and I are kind of around the same level. You're a little higher than me, but because when we were playing and you miss the ball, you always go, no. Like there's this tension that I can relate to. You know what I mean? Like I tend to curse more when I miss, but Antonio is amusing to hear. I think so.
Thank you. Well, yeah, that's why I can't play Dark Souls. Sorry, Bloodborne. Third time I try. Elden Ring. They're all the same thing. After a certain time, A for the neighbors and B for my partner and my dog, because they'll come and check on me definitely.
You've got a dog.
But yeah. Her name is Nessie. I can put a link in the chat if you want. You can put it on the
It has to
screen.
be Nessie if you're in Scotland. Yeah.
She's a rescue from Romania.
Oh.
Yeah. I've had her since November.
Oh.
Lovely dog. Scared of every human dog apart from me and my partner.
When you were talking about Elden Ring, you didn't really have my attention, but then you mentioned that you had a dog. So no.
Well, what if I got the dog to play Elden Ring?
Now that is a stream I would watch.
Exactly.
I saw a dog on one of those segways on TikTok. I watched that video about 20 times.
A dog
You're on
a
the TikTok
Segway?
side.
Like a little scooter?
I watch TikTok a dangerous amount.
Oh, for real?
Everybody does. Who hasn't?
It's a dangerous amount. Oh, the amount of TikTok I absorb, it's ridiculous.
What made you download it? Because it doesn't interest me personally.
I don't know. I just downloaded. I just thought.
Just showed up one day in my ass.
I just think it's videos, isn't it? Videos. That's my job. So I'm like, I gotta know what it's about.
You gotta stay connected to the young folk.
Hey, you wanna get some of that Pokemon?
Yeah.
I gotta stay.
Yeah.
Hey, you kids on that tick and talk? So you
How'd
gotta
say, fellow kids.
the technology slips away from you as you get older, Antonio.
Unless you stay connected to the young people.
Unless you stay connected. So whenever I see a group of young people, I say to Tara, I was like, shall I ask them about the tick and talks? I said, please don't. Please don't.
Can you show me your tick and talk
If you
dance,
wanna walk
please,
home,
that you
sure.
do?
Hey, have you heard the latest TikTok trend where you kick your feet over the camera on the floor?
Anyway, Elder Ring. Go ahead, Antonio. You were saying.
I think I've said all I need to say, really, because I haven't played that much of it.
How is the inventory management?
Fine. Didn't take long to learn what to do. It's quite funny. I've noticed quite a few people online miss the tutorial.
Yeah, Stu missed the
You can
tutorial.
double jump in Rocket League? What?
Stu missed it, didn't he? Stu
Yeah.
Because you spawn in, there's a note on the ground or a message left saying, basically, go down here.
Go
And of
down
course,
this
first
hole,
I
yeah.
didn't think.
But
I
he
didn't think
assumed
they
that
should.
that was a trap. Yeah.
I thought the same thing for a second, but I thought, oh, what's the penalty? You die and you just respawn. Jump down, and you learn how to actually do things such as parry, jump, hit the thing, which was lovely to do.
Walk.
Exactly. Although for some reason, at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, there's still like a tutorial prompt, but the thing is, it doesn't say what to do. So on my screen, it always says parry because I haven't done a parry yet, apparently.
It says parry on this
how
one,
to.
on this video.
Really, there you go. I'm pretty sure parry just means with the shield out, tap LT and just knock them away. But that's not how I play. I'm more of a stab and run away because I'm a scaredy cat kind of player.
Yeah.
Run away.
Yeah, Elden Ring. I can't lie, it is good. But this will be a game I'm going to be chipping away at for like a good while because I can play an hour or so, and that's me.
You can lie,
Yeah,
Antonio.
sure.
You're just not trying hard enough.
Well,
Okay,
and,
I
and
play it
that's
every
the
day.
thing with, I learned with Super Meat Boy the best. I mean, maybe you're doing this, maybe you're not. I don't know, but like, I'll put words in your mouth. But I find that especially with very difficult games, you play a little bit till you get to a point that you've overcome some challenge, and that's a good place to stop, so that you step away in a good mood. You look at the game and you think, yes, I've conquered challenges in that game before. Because if I just push my head against the thing and then I look at the game, I don't want to play that. It's nothing but pain.
One thing I've been doing is I turn off when I've discovered something I want to do. So say I have a challenge and I beat it. Every time I've stopped, I've always thought when I come back, oh, okay, I was going to go and do that. So for example, I think I'm about to turn off and then I see a castle and go, all right, I'm going to get to a save point, a bonfire, and then when I spawn back next time, I'm going to go there. And it's got such a great sense of discovery, this game. I prefer that to the combat, the discovering this world. Again, like Breath of the Wild.
Their last game was Sakura, wasn't it? 2019,
Yeah,
I think.
Sakura, yeah.
Breath of the Wild came out in 2017. I think Dark Souls 3 was 2016, I think. Anyway, is this basically them going, oh, let's make our version of Breath of the Wild? Is that it?
I'm pretty sure games before Breath of the Wild did this discover the open world thing.
Yeah, but
better.
it's
I
so
just
it's
can't think
like
of
so
something else.
open, isn't it? It's like, fuck you, we're not telling you anything. That's what Breath of the Wild does.
I mean, if you want to speak, basically, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It takes its inspiration.
I
if you
always
say it
want to
like that.
speak, basically, Antonio.
But your weapon doesn't keep breaking in this game. Is that correct?
I was going to say, no, it doesn't.
Well, what's
Yeah.
this girl with the eye? What's going on with her eye? Oh no.
She's a demon beast.
So what's the crack with the story then? Is it do you think it's garbage?
Mate, I got no fucking clue what's going on.
Good stuff.
There's that woman
The
in
story
question.
is
She
garbage.
gives you a chance to go to a Knights of the Round Table-esque area. I ain't following it, man. I never
No.
follow the Dark Souls or Sekiro stories or whatever, man. I'm here just
So
to
he-
experience the moment-to-moment gameplay.
He earned his paycheck then, George.
So far, I don't know what the story is, but that's because I haven't
Great.
done the main path yet.
I wonder what it was then. What did he do? Did he just what did he just like?
So
Oh no, this just put an extra arm on that monster. That'll do. Thanks, George.
So from a tweet I read, he was given a chance to write the story without any gameplay interventions. Because when you write a story for a game, most developers say we have this idea, but then we have to make it a game. He was given free reign, but I don't know. I still don't know what that means.
What did he do?
Exactly, I don't know. Did he just put his name on it? I don't know.
What did he do?
I have no idea. Hopefully, I'll find out in a couple of years' time when I actually do the first boss. There's a link in the chat below for my dog. It's not a virus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's exactly what someone would say if they were sending a virus.
Well, it'd be good for funny live stream moments.
Yes, it would.
But yeah, I'm done with Elden Ring.
Oh, he's a cutie.
Thank you. It's a she. But yeah, Elden Ring. I'm pretty sure if you're listening to this and you're thinking about buying it, you have, because it's, I think, the fastest selling new IP since Destiny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, according to a news tweet I follow.
Darren Sim said, "For me, the story is non-existent."
Yeah.
Good to know.
Good to know. There's Antonio's pooch. All right, Chinny, you're up. What you been playing, buddy?
No, that's one of the bosses in Elden Ring.
Graphics are amazing.
Yeah.
The monster
It's weird that there's
out
that
of
narrow
that
image.
Yeah. So I've been carrying on with the old Mass Effects.
Mass Effect 2. You're trying to race Stuart, see who can get done fast.
Yeah, but I'm not here next week, am I? So
That's right.
Let's shag that.
Yeah. Screw that.
So what am I doing now? I haven't made that much progress this week because I suppose I was waiting for Stu to catch up, and then he's like,
busy probing planets.
Yeah, and then he was like, I'm here now, and I was like, all right, I'll start playing it again. And yeah, I mean, it's just massive. It's just huge. It's just a big game, and I suppose I've realised that some of it. Well, I knew this was the case, but that all the DLC is included in this Legendary Edition.
Mm-hmm.
And had you ever done the DLC last time?
I've done some of them, but there are some there was one quest that I thought was in the game, and I was like, I don't remember any of this, which is the Liara one, Layer of the Shadow Broker.
Layer of the Shadow Broker.
And that there's a wiki that tells you like that came out on this, and it was. I definitely didn't play that because it was on it was a PlayStation exclusive DLC.
Okay, did not.
Didn't play that because when I was like, I don't remember any of this shit. And yeah, I'm right at the cusp of starting that quest. But yeah, there's another one like the Hammerhead DLC, like the Firewalker DLC, where you drive this vehicle basically, and they're pretty. They're not great missions. They're pretty shitty to be fair, but whatever. So I've been doing those. I've been recruiting everybody, doing their loyalty missions. Zoid is the worst character, but he was a DLC character. Their sort of loyalty missions are really poor as well. It's like kill a dude. All right. Yeah, it's none of it's good. The only thing I can say that I haven't said before is I encountered a bug where if I do the quick resume for too long, I can play the game, but none of the characters are talking. So they act out a whole cutscene, but they don't move their mouths. So it looks like a Lego game. They're just sort of, and all the subtitles, because I have subtitles on, and all the subtitles are there, but they're just going through the motions, which I think is quite funny. So I played some of the game like that. That's it really. It's great. It's better than the first by a long stretch, I would say.
It's much better than Cats.
And it's much better than Cats. That is Mass Effect 2, ladies and gentlemen.
I have noticed the quick resume can introduce bugs into games. Like, for example,
It does.
Dying Light 2, the next game we're going to talk about, it ruins the day-night cycle sometimes. So I have to reset the game, and sometimes you get booted from like your Forza Horizon 5 is a good example. I get, even if I'm during a race, it will just reset me, will kick me back.
Yeah.
It's strange.
I mean, the quick resume feature isn't all what it's cracked up to be. Sometimes it works, but
it's beautiful for any game that doesn't require online. I find a lot of the time. So like I play a lot of Xbox 360 games on my Series X and whatever, and they're just beautiful. Like I'm playing Arkham Origins right now.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, classic.
Sometimes it didn't work with Star Wars Battlefront 2. It would do this weird thing where you're almost moving at double speed, and I think it's games where it's just like just got some weird problem or like online connection. So like I mean, usually the quick resume works on Mass Effect. So it was just this one time where the audio didn't come in. Yeah, and Forza I had the same problem where I started Forza and I thought Forza Horizon 5 should work perfectly with a quick resume because it's a Microsoft game. You know, it's their console, blah, blah, blah. And it kept on coming up with the prompt of like, you've got to sign in, you've got to connect online, you've got to connect online. And I was like,
GTA 5 has that as well.
Can't get through this loop. And so I had to just quit the game and go back on.
Luckily, it loads fast, but it's just a little
it
niggle.
loads fast, yeah. So it's not a big deal, but still. And that's the other thing about Mass Effect, by the way, is the loading times are ridiculously short. It's just like, let's land on the planet. Oh, we're on the planet. Okay. And so it's great. Yeah. Which I remember those loading times were ridiculous before.
Do you still have the elevator in Mass Effect 1?
Yeah, in Mass Effect 1, that was the elevator was famous, wasn't it? Because you was only in a short ship and it would take forever.
Yeah.
But in 2, you do have an elevator. You have more floors on the Normandy actually. So there's 4 floors altogether. Because your quarters are a floor as well. So yeah, it's there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's Mass Effect. It's all good. That's me, Eric.
Well, shooty hatty shucks. I guess I'm up next. All right, people, check it out. Here's what the Steam has this new handheld thing out. I don't know if you heard about it.
Oh yeah.
The Steam.
My miss is very interested in buying
what's it
this.
called?
Steam Deck.
Steam Deck. Thank you. And in order to celebrate, they released a free game set in Aperture Science.
Oh dear.
Did they?
Yeah. It's called Aperture Desk Job. And I was like, well, okay. Now it's optimized for the Steam Deck, but you can play it with any kind of controller. So everyone knows I just got a new Xbox One controller.
Fancy stuff.
And I finally got the right kind of cable, so there's that. Unfortunately, there's no way to indicate whether it's charging or not. My other cable has this little green light, and if you plug it in and it's charging, it lights up. This controller, anybody's guess. Is it
Just
charging?
plug it
Who
in.
knows? Yeah, but I plugged it into the wall, and I don't think it was charging.
Plug it in.
I plugged it into the computer, it started charging, I think. But I shouldn't have to guess. Anyway.
It's fun to
the point
guess.
is, it doesn't matter if you have the Steam Deck or you're playing with a regular controller. It's got good humor. You are sitting behind this desk. It starts off with this audio from Cave Johnson about you're doing pioneering work to help advance humanity and blah, blah, blah. And then this robot comes in who's not nearly as charismatic as Wheatley. And I don't have any idea who does the voice, but he comes in and he stops that audio file. And he's like, oh, wait, I'm playing the wrong tape. And then he puts in a tape that's like, do your job. If you mess up, you're fired. So
nice.
it's very amusing in that sense. It's pretty slow. Like there's not much to this game. It's over in about a half an hour, and it's cute. It's really just it's kind of a tech demo for like the Steam Deck. Like it's just showing you how to use the buttons basically.
All right.
In the form of you start off inspecting toilets, and then I don't remember what the dude's name is. The little core guy, let's call him Blue Core. Bobby Blue Core sets up a toilet with guns and missiles and stuff. And so he's like, check it out. I rigged one of these toilets so it has guns. And so you end up shooting at things, and then it becomes like the housewares section of the factory is waging war on you. So you have to shoot all the toasters that are trying to shoot you. It's very strange and bizarre. But, it's cute. It's worth the price because it's free. And then you kind of meet up with Cave Johnson in a way. I don't want to give spoilers, but it's an interesting concept. The problem is that there's not much gameplay, really. You're just shooting some things at certain moments. And then it's trying to have the kind of emotional payoff that you have at the end of Portal 2. But, that doesn't work if you don't have hours of experiences with Wheatley and Gladys and the rest of it, right? So... Mm-hmm. It's a little weird at the end of it, but whatever. It is what it is. And, like I said, it's worth the price. If you have Steam, download it, have a go, half an hour. You're not really wasting your time. Just make sure you have a controller because it will not work with keyboard and mouse.
Fair enough. I did enjoy the lab thing they made to promote the index, so yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, it's it's polished within an inch of its life, like all things Valve. So I wanted it to be more something. I wanted it to have more of a story. I'll tell you, the best thing about it is when at certain moments you're going up and down in the floors, and along the way you're seeing what's happening in between the floors. That actually is the best story of all in the whole thing. So it's worth it just to see that part of the story. Or I suppose you could look at a Let's Play and just look at those things. So that's Aperture Desk Job. Thumbs up, I suppose. Antonio, back to you.
Dying Light 2. Those are the only two things I can really talk about. I talked about it last time I was on the show, and I think I said I played a bit of it, but not much. I played it for a good while now. To the point where I'm in. So there's two main cities that you can play it in. There's a big city and an even bigger city. And in the bigger city, you get a paraglider because every cool game has a hang glider or paraglider. Yeah. Weirdly enough, though, I don't like the city very much because it's more that now about tall buildings. Meanwhile, the first city, Old Villador, I think it was called, it was quite tight, and it was really nice to go from rooftop to rooftop constantly, running and jumping. Meanwhile, now it's more leaping off the edge of buildings all the time and gliding down to the bottom.
How many hours have you put into it, Antonio?
Let's find out quickly. I have put in 17.
17 hours.
Yeah. This is a good game for quick resume. Because all you have to do is click A to return your controller, then you're back in the game. Love it. I have not been doing the story really in any way. I've just been doing side stuff and just enjoying the world. Because the story is pants. The choices thing I mentioned last time, I felt it had no consequence. It really has no consequence.
Excellent.
To the point where I am actively trying to harm one side. There's two factions, survivors or peacekeepers. Peacekeepers are like, authority is all kind of shit. I've been actively going against them. And then in the new city, I've been helping them, even though I don't want to, because I'm trying to help the survivors. The story's rubbish. I'll be honest now, it's rubbish. I don't care. Rosario Dawson plays a key character. She's a quite famous actress.
Yeah, she was in Men in Black 2.
She was indeed.
She was also in Sin City.
Anything else?
Well, if you give me a sec.
Oh, I thought you were looking at her IMDb.
No, that was off the top of my head.
There you go, then the encyclopedia.
She was in Clerks 2, wasn't she?
She was in Clerks 2. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Then.
Sucked, but she was good in it.
She was in it.
She's the one that gives you the paraglider. It's fine. It really is just a gameplay. I'm here for the gameplay, man. Killing zombies and humans is very satisfying. I'm to the point where now I've nearly decked out the skill tree. I've finally got the drop kick again. I can finally enjoy the game. It just feels good to go from having Jackal stamina to being basically Spider-Man without the webs. The ability to jump constantly off people, jump off all these buildings, glide down. The movement is beautiful in this game, man. If all the R&D went into that, then yeah, their job was perfect.
She's in Space Jam 2.
Terrible film.
I'm sorry, we're talking about video games. We're still talking about Rosario.
She's in The Mandalorian.
I mean, if you want to rebrand a game about movies, we can do it live. I just saw the Batman.
We're cutting in on your territory now.
Mandalorian. She's in Boba Fett. Please
anyway,
hold.
Sorry, Dying Light 2. Go ahead,
hold.
Shut up, Chinny.
Hold.
One more.
She's also in. She's does a lot of voiceover work.
You couldn't say one of them.
No.
Okay, brilliant. I haven't
Dishonored 2. She's in Dishonored 2.
There you go. I still have that T-shirt that from EGX. I wear that as to the gym.
I wear my Dishonored T-shirt to bed.
There you go. Who said those free T-shirts were useless?
Exactly. She's in Syndicate.
A lot of us,
she's done quite a few video games.
Oh, cool. Well, there you go. She is good in the role. It's just the writing is not good. The story
Work must be
not
slow.
Good. I am looking forward to the game's future though, because Dying Light 1 still is getting updates. I think last week it got crossplay on the PC. Like they're still updating that game.
Okay.
Is in between Epic Games and Steam and GOG, I think, were the platforms they added it. Yeah. Again, it's just the gameplay. The story's pants. I don't care in any way, sadly. Even the main character you play as, Aiden, he is flat, sadly. Yeah, if you want to talk about the story, negative. Anything to do with gameplay, positive. And weirdly, the zombies are kind of an afterthought after a little while. It's, as you can probably guess, in an apocalyptic setting about the humans.
Oh, the humans are the real monsters.
On a positive note though about that, the combat is much better now. It's more about parrying, and instead of just running in, smacking the top of their head and hoping they fall over, you do have to dodge and parry more effectively than in the first game. Because in the first game you can just brute force your way through, but now you will get blocked, you will get pushed back, you will get blocked, you will get pushed back. There will be resistance against you just smashing your way through. If anyone wants to play co-op, hit me up, because co-op apparently is the reason this game is good, according to my friends, but they're all on PC, and I play on my Xbox mainly because I'm a dweeb, I guess. So hit me up. Yeah, any of you guys play Dying Light 1?
Yeah. I
do you
loved
think of it?
Dying Light 1. I thought it was... Because the problem with Dying Light 1 is that it followed Dead Island, so it always felt like a Dead Island knockoff. And then it was at EGX for like 3 years. Like I remember, we played it so much at EGX, and Stu and I would always walk away from it going, yeah, like maybe it wasn't 3 years, it was 2, but we went to Resd one year and it was there as well, so it was three times. Okay. And like it was just like, oh, okay, yeah, it's not Dead Island. And then I played it and I thought it was brilliant, and I thought. And I kind of think a lot of people forgot how good it was, really, over the years as the sort of time went on. But I always put Dying Light down as a great game.
It's incredible. The thing is, both of these games are 7 out of 10s for me. Like Dying Light 1 released as a 7 out of 10, but it got better and better and better over time. The world got bigger. There was constant updates. There are still updates.
Yeah.
The DLCs were amazing. The following was its own bloody game almost. The car mechanic.
Yeah. I think I bought that, but never played it. But
it's good, man. It is good.
Yeah. I was really impressed with it. Really impressed with it. I played it all in co-op with Marsh, and
I've never played Dying Light 1 in co-op, which is a shame because it looks amazing in co-op.
It's just a lot of high kicking zombies. That's all and you can have a laugh with the zombies. Like you can chop their arms off and just let them walk without any arms, which is fun. And there's loads of traps everywhere, and that's fun. You
climb water towers in this game to unlock basically fast travel and save points, and when you do that you unlock abilities. If you side with the peacekeepers and give them energy, you get offensive weapons such as not racial slurs, but arm cannons that you can find around the map, car bombs. And if you pick the survivors, you get more traversal stuff such as airbags to give you a good jump, things to grab onto, fall down to the ground with. They're fine. I wish they had more story impact, and there's only a limited amount of water towers to unlock, so you can't get everything, even if you're 100% the game.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a shame. So if I wanted to side with the peacekeepers and get arm cannons and all the cool stuff, like one of the unlocks is a crossbow. Like I want the crossbow.
Yeah.
But to do that, I have to.
So you're going to miss out on some stuff. That's the problem.
Sadly, so I'm sure that'll get updated down the line. Techland still updates Dying Light 1, and that came out 7 years ago, so
crazy.
But yeah, Dying Light 2, story's ass. Maybe like Elden Ring, I don't know. But the gameplay is sound as hell. The gameplay is top
and that's
notch.
what matters
it is
most.
My podcast game. Definitely. It is my podcast game. Shout out Veteran Gamers. I put a podcast on.
All right.
TV's probably on mute or turned down, and I just play that.
Yeah. Cool.
Exactly.
Cool.
That's me.
Groovy. Chinny, what you got?
I played a game just before we started tonight. I did something really stupid, which makes me feel old.
Uh-oh.
So I played, and I feel really embarrassed about what I'm going to say.
Okay. Awesome. Let's hear it.
Is this a safe space?
I mean, it's on the internet, so no, but
no, definitely not.
Enough.
Okay, good.
But
I'll share it.
Okay, we're happy to hear you anyway.
I'll share it anyway. So I played the extra SuperHot thing a while ago. SuperHot mind control delete.
Okay. Control delete. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Yeah.
I played it. And it gave me some credits, and I was like, that was like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Was that it? And then I finished it. I was like, all right, I'll switch it off. But the credits were bollocks. The credits were a lie. And it's like, it's like the end. It's like, no, really, the end. And there's like this whole game. I was like, oh. So I completely missed out. And the reason why, I think I was talking about it on this show, and I played the video on the stream like I'm doing now, or will be doing very shortly. And I was like, I didn't do any of this in this video. So then that made me conclude that I'd done something very stupid and
Interesting.
thought that the credits was actually the credits, and because I always knew this was a DLC, like an add-on to SuperHot, so I thought, oh, maybe it's just really short, and it was just nothing. But no, it is a little bit different to the main SuperHot. You get these hacks, which are like power-ups. So one of them might be you reload quicker, or you move a bit quicker, or your bullets penetrate through an enemy and kills the enemy behind them. And as you go through, it's almost like a roguelike, the way it's set up. So you've got to go through this sort of maze, and you've only got so many hearts, and if you run out of hearts, you die and whatever. So yeah, it's a little bit different to the main SuperHot, but it's got more of an overworld. I think, SuperHot, but with like a Super Mario overworld where if you die, you're done. So yeah, it was good, but it's sort of, it's a gimmick, isn't it? That SuperHot, and it's a fun gimmick. It doesn't get old quick, but it is what it is. There's no, once you played it, you're like, this is cool. Like, I'll keep playing it. But it never really throws any surprises at you. There's only one upgrade that was really cool, where it makes throwable objects more useful, and if you throw a ninja star, it bounces back at you and you can catch it. So you can basically ping this ninja star off like 3 people, which is interesting. But apart from that, it's all the same usual stuff from SuperHot. So I have been very stupid. I played SuperHot Mind Control Delete, thought it finished, but it was actually just trolling me and pretending that it finished, because the whole thing's about being meta and like, why are you really here? So
the VR version was like that as well.
Yeah. So I think I downloaded the demo of the VR version, and Tara played it, and she almost like battered the wall. So I was a bit concerned about buying the full thing, but she really enjoyed it, so I should probably buy it for her. But
it's an hour, so
yeah. SuperHot is fine. Yeah, good. It's definitely, like, on the VR. It's definitely the game I would put on to show off the VR, like, to someone who, not for graphic fidelity, but
well,
just
that's
for
the thing,
concept.
is that, like, it's so stylized that it's a good choice for that, because you don't need it to be super realistic graphics.
No, it's cool.
Blank white walls and everything.
So yeah, I don't have a lot to say about it. It's I didn't finish it before the show, but I thought I'd better play something else, and I always thought, well, I'll continue playing.
You want Stu to give you a bollock, and it turns out that's not even a thing.
No, but the only other thing, the thing that it adds is these upgrades, these hacks, like mods or whatever, to your person, which is a bit different from the main game. So I suppose it justifies itself. It's not just more levels, they've put a little bit of a spin on it, which is cool. So SuperHot, Mind Control Delete, I'll keep playing it, but I ain't here next week, so I ain't gonna finish shit.
That's right. Has Stu played this, do you know? Because he loves SuperHot.
I don't know, actually. I don't know.
We can
I mean, because
find
when he
out. I'm
talks,
sure he'll have something to say about
when
it.
he talks, yappa, 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 I don't listen. Do you know what I mean?
It's the Charlie Brown parent. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're done with SuperHot then?
Done talking about it, yeah.
Yeah. I have one more game to talk about. Actually, I've been playing a bunch of stuff. Minecraft, Rocket League, the Old Republic, some other things too.
All the usual
But
suspects.
I have nothing new to say about any of those. But I've also been playing a game that I got on sale, because when I got Star Wars The Old Republic going again, I was like, you know what? I think there's a new Star Wars game that's really supposed to be good, and I need to give that a try. So I've been playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Over.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is made by Respawn, who also made Titanfall 2, which is a great game. And
They know how to knock a game together.
Yeah, this game really does a good job starting you off. It has a pro forma run around, learn the controls mission. You're on this, junk planet where you're junking spaceships and you're squeezing through areas and you're meeting up with the rats. And, this guy's friends with everybody. And there's an interesting class dynamic that's introduced right away. He's a charismatic guy, kind of, but not too charismatic, because he has a troubled past. And you have your buddy there who's a mutant weirdo with long snout face. But no, it was fun, and it's not supposed to be played with mouse and keyboard, and they kept telling me like use a controller. Please turn
You're
on
playing
your
with a mouse and
controller.
keyboard. Jesus.
And I was like, I don't play games with a controller if I can help it. So the only reason that matters is because when you get to climbing, you're supposed to, I guess, hit the button at the right time, but I thought you had to hold it. So I was holding it, and that's not what you're supposed to do. So once I got that sorted, I get the timing right, and it's fine. So yeah, it's really good. It's fluid.
Play with a controller, you madman.
Yeah. I don't want to have to charge it all the time. Because that's the other thing. Sometimes with this controller and this wireless adapter, I can't show it in front of the camera because it's not long enough. If I charge the controller, the wireless adapter forgets about it, so I have to pair them up again, and it's like such a pain in the neck. It takes like 10 seconds.
You're right.
I don't
That
have
is
10
that
seconds.
is
I'm supposed to be playing games. Come on.
that is.
But anyway,
that is
Why
tough.
not use a wire? Why not just play it
it's
wired?
ridiculous. Because I don't play games wired. I'm a 21st century video boy. Come on.
Fair enough.
Anyway, the point is that it's a good game. It's a lot of fun. I'm not too far into it yet. I'm probably about 2 hours in, so I'm on the first planet. You go solo.
Oh, yeah.
You met the people that you're working with. It's a little info dumpy at times. Like, they're saying, like, we've been here together for 10 years or whatever, ever since the Empire destroyed the Jedi Order or whatever. And it's like, okay, like, I get it. I mean, whatever. There's not too many ways to do that, but it still felt a little weak at times. However, my happiest surprise was the woman who saves you on that first, when you're being shot to pieces by the special Empire lady, whoever it was. The woman who saves you is this really cool lady, and she's voiced by Deborah Wilson. If anybody out there ever watched Mad TV back in the day, Deborah Wilson was one of the original cast members of Mad TV. She was really awesome. I really like her a lot, and I was so happy to hear her playing the voice of this character because, that was a positive treat for me. So yeah, Jedi Fallen Over. It deserves all the hype so far. It is a little tricky. The combat is a little tough.
I was going to ask because it's Souls inspired.
It is. Look, I'm a Bethesda fanboy. Skyrim, you just keep bashing the enemies until they're dead. And, there are some game styles where you can play with a shield, but that's not how I play games. But I don't have a choice here. I have to do some, pivoting and, dodging is a little tricky on the mouse and keyboard. Shut up. Don't tell me to play with a controller. But I'm getting the hang of it. And, it just requires you to modulate a little bit and not just constantly hack, but instead hack, and then block or, roll out of the way or whatever. And I'm getting the hang of it. I killed my first big monster. It killed me once, but then I got back into it and took it down, and that was great. So yeah, I'm liking it. I haven't. The trick is, of course, with this kind of game, the reason I tend to play so much Minecraft and Rocket League and so forth is because I don't always feel like following a story or figuring things out, which this game involves both of those things. But that said, you do feel like a badass when you are killing monsters.
So Deborah Wilson voices a lot of video games, by the way.
She does. It's true.
She's in. This is me now. I read out what people are in. She's in
This is me now.
Horizon Forbidden West, which is that new Horizon hotness. She's in Halo Infinite.
Okay.
She's in Sing 2 for some reason.
Oh, classic.
Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms. What's that? Is that an anime?
It's probably an animated film, yeah.
She's in a lot of anime and cartoons and things. Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, she's a video game gal.
Yeah. Well, she's got a very interesting voice, and she's a really good actor. So go check out her stuff on Mad TV. Once upon a time, she did a character named Benifa Shaniqua Yotifa Lamifa. I don't know. It was a very silly character.
Was that the name?
She had a lot of silly characters, yeah.
Gears 5, Wolfenstein, Days Gone.
Okay. There you go.
Damn.
You go.
Damn. Right. Anybody got any other games to talk about?
Not substantially, no.
Nah, I mean,
no.
but I've got loads of what film she's been in to talk about.
Putting news first.
And we got any gaming news they've been hearing about? take that as a no.
I feel
let's
sorry
load
for the
Twitter,
people
I guess.
listening to this for their gaming.
I know that CD Projekt Red like cracked down on Russia. It didn't let their games be played in Russia.
I mean, what have Russia done? What have they
I
done?
know, right? Why are they taking?
You know, I have been. I'm determined to get this on a tangent. By the way, this show, I have been fascinated with the war. By the way, like I've been reading up.
Fascinated by it?
Well, I suppose that sounds like I'm admiring it or like I'm enjoying it.
Yes, it kind of does.
But what fascinated means like engrossed, I suppose. You know what I mean? Like I'm.
Yes, I hear what you mean. You've been addicted to news. You've been glued to your TV.
Yeah. So I've been listening. There's a podcast called The Ukraine Cast, by the BBC. Victoria Derbyshire. She's a journalist for the BBC. Fantastic, and it tells you all these stories of people. And I've just been reading up on it, and it's just crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have been following it myself. Yeah.
You've what? You have or you haven't?
I've been following it, but I have been. I
Yeah.
normally don't look at the news apart from like politics because my missus is into politics, so I took an interest for her. But yeah, I've been checking daily just to find updates really because if we're not careful, this shit is possibly world changing forever.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Video games.
Yeah.
So I found a news article that I think everyone will be interested in, especially Stuart when he listens to this. You ready?
Yes.
It's from thegamer.com, and the headline is 10 Best Frogs in Video Games.
Nice.
These
Frog has got to
lovable
be number one.
amphibians
Come on.
appear in everything from RPGs
Frogger,
to
yeah,
platforms,
Frogger.
But which are the best?
Frogger's got to
It's gotta
be
be
it.
Frogger.
Frogger's
And then
Well, let's
Toad
find
from
out.
Star Fox.
Toad, yeah. Hold on, yeah. Me and Antonio can keep guessing at this.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There's a cool frog in Mario Odyssey at the start.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely. In Crash Bandicoot 3, the first enemy you can get killed by is a frog that kisses you and turns
What
you
a-
into a frog.
What
I gotta
about
tell you,
the frogs in?
Frogger is not number one. You said.
Well,
Frogger
that's
was gonna be
this
number one.
already. This list is a fucking abomination. But
Is
there's frogs in Donkey Kong, isn't there? There's like frogs in that you kill.
There is indeed.
Oh, you can ride a
The
frog. You can
Frogger
ride a
in
frog.
the frog in Frogger is not in this list at all, apparently.
So
Well,
is this
I think these are
Gamer.com
only frogs that
has a
have
reputable
names.
source.
Yeah, well, I'm just
Frogger has a
Gamer.com,
name?
I don't know.
Frogger has a
His
name?
name
His
is
name
Frogger.
is Frogger. It's a
Does-
fucking.
is it though?
If you used to see Frogger in the street, first of all, you'd let him cross, right?
Well,
And
yeah,
then
I
you'd
would.
say, "Hey, Frogger, how you doing?" And he would say, "I'm a fucking frog. Like I'm trying to cross the street, and this river, for some reason, I can't go in the river, even though I'm a frog."
unless there's a crocodile who closes his mouth at just the right time.
Yeah.
Well, Game FAQs has a top 10 list, top 10 frogs in gaming, so I can counter your list with my list.
Well, you
and
do
shout
that.
out
Well, in
Winky the
this
frog
list,
from Donkey Kong Country.
thegamer.com says, right, number 10 is Dixie Frog, The
the
World
fuck
Ends
is-
With You. Whatever the fuck, The World Ends With You.
It's a JRPG on the DS.
Okay. Did you know that a group of frogs is called an army? Well, you wouldn't want an army of these frogs on your tail. These powerful frogs will hop around your screen using their hind legs to propel themselves in your direction. Isn't that what every frog does, always? They stand out from other frogs because of their connection to the game's noise, capital N, giving them a striking appearance that resembles a tattoo. They are quite formidable, and they're nothing Niku and his partner can't handle, using Sykes to quickly eliminate these pesky amphibians.
If you're listening to this show, going, "Are they really going to read out all these frogs?" Yes. Yes, we
What
are.
else are we going to do to make the
Because
show
I've
at
just
least
gone
an hour
on.
long?
I've just gone on VG 24/7 to look at news, and the top article is, "What are you playing this weekend?" Do you know what I mean? So they've run out of
There is
news.
no
There's
news.
no
I know Gran
news.
Turismo 7 came out. I think it was I think it was this week. Gran Turismo 7 came out.
Gran
That does
Turismo
look good.
7
Oh
came
my
out.
God.
It's got cars in it. Microtransaction prices reveal some high performance cars can cost $40. That's the news. Elden Ring came out. That's the news.
And frogs. All right, so
Yeah.
what's number 10 on your list, Antonio?
Well, I'm gonna skip to number 2. Number 2 is just
Okay.
Frog from Chrono Trigger. Just Frog.
I believe that's
Yeah.
number 1 on this list.
Oh, well,
Nope,
there you go.
Glenn,
Your
he
list is
says.
better.
His name is Glenn, a.k.a. Frog from Chrono Trigger, is a knight from the Middle Ages who transformed into an anthropomorphic frog after being attacked by Magus, or Magus, or whatever. This knight wields the legendary sword, the Masumene, and is a helpful party member to you throughout the game, learning powerful techs. Glenn has one of the best storylines of all the video game frogs. I would assume it is the best storyline since it's number 1, as he learns to accept his transformation and the death of his friend and mentor Cyrus to grow as a character. Frog's theme is also one of the best songs in the game and was played at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Glenn carries the torch when it comes to RPG frogs. Carries the torch. I see what you did there, thegamer.com. And that is the best the genre has to offer.
Is Slippy in there from Star Fox? Is he in that list? Or?
Looking.
He is in my my awesome list.
Nope, not in my
Well,
list.
I've never played Chrono Trigger because it looks bad, but like
RPG,
this frog, it looks pretty cool. I will say that Glenn the frog looks cool. Like he's like got a sword and a cape and everything. Like as frogs go, this guy's all right.
Have you ever heard of a game called Spiritfarer? I don't know anything about
Yeah,
it.
that's the one with the boat.
Okay.
Like you're on a boat and
Yes.
you've got to take other people to like the
Atul.
afterlife.
The caring and supportive frog helps Stella bring her other spirits to the Everdoor, easing their regrets along the way. He's one of the first spirits to join you on your boat and provides you with lots of company throughout your journey, making his eventual departure even more emotional. Unlike the other spirits aboard Stella's ship, this frog will never turn down a meal and is always happy with what you give him. His large body is perfect for hugging, especially when you've said goodbye to a dear friend.
Who hugs a frog?
Lots of people hug frogs.
Do they? I've heard, I know
I've
I know
never
to
hugged a
lick
frog.
one if I see one, but I don't know
Yeah.
about hugging them.
Of course.
I
I
keep
like
on my evening
what
talking
Ellen
about
DeGeneres
frogs.
once said when she was funny about licking frogs. So how many animals did we go through in order to... You could get high. I like the anus of a mongoose. I know I was wrong about the raccoon, but we could get high. Come on, try it. Crazy.
And that's the
Kiro
gaming news.
Blaster. What?
Okay. And that's the gaming news I was trying to say to move on, but no, okay. We'll keep going.
So K-Ru and Kiro Blaster is number 8. Number 7 is Save Frogs from Mother 3, whatever the fuck that is. The
JRPG.
Fabulous 5 Froggish Tenors from Ocarina of Time. That's something a lot of people have played. Anybody out there know about these frogs in the Ocarina of Time? Zora's River as young Link, blah, blah,
I'll tell you
blah.
what, YouTube
Pretty
algorithm is going to get messed up after me searching for frogs in video games.
Hey, I hear some more stuff about frogs. Super Frog is a game, apparently, and that's a character called Super Frog. Pokemon has a Politoed. That's number 4.
You can't hear it,
Froggy
listener, but I'm
Chair.
shaking my head.
Yeah, the Froggy Chair in Animal Crossing series is number 3, and then in number 2 rather, it's Frog Cloud from the Final Fantasy VII and the 7 remake. So there you go. Those are the best frogs. The next item that tries to tell you to read the next item, the best cats in video game history. But I think we'll just move on instead.
Where was Crazy Frog from Crazy Frog Racing? There you go.
I
Shit
know,
list.
right? They didn't have anything. And I mean, granted, Toad from the Mario games isn't a frog; he's a toad. But it's so close.
It's also
you
a
really need to
human.
make a difference. Yeah, right. Well, there's that. Okay, moving on.
Back to the war.
Do we have any emails?
Oh, I don't know.
What?
Hold on.
I mean,
Well, I
I'm still
certainly
in
don't.
shock from the retirement of Derek. I'm still in shock.
I know, right?
Godspeed to him. Hope he's alright.
We hope that we hear again from you soon, Derek. We love you. And, you need a rest. Hey, that's cool. We appreciate that. Just,
Oh, we do have an
anybody
email.
out there.
We do have an email.
We do have an email. Okay. Well, then it's time for the email song.
Whoa, that ruled.
So we have an email from Tim Bradstock, or
Oh, okay.
the Tim Reaper. If you didn't want me to read out your last name, it's too late.
You should have had a less interesting last name.
So Tim says, "Hey guys,
Evening.
Hey.
just wanted to say thanks for all your time and effort over the years of putting out a great podcast and nurturing a fantastic community of like-minded people. But I also wanted to thank the fourth Beatle. Oh, sorry, I mean the veteran gamer, and that's Derek. I may have only been listening for the last couple of years, but his quizzes and questions have added so many laughs. I think I'm safe in saying that they will be sorely missed by myself and all the other listeners.
That's right.
You're right.
Enjoy
You're
your
right.
retirement, Derek. You're just one of us now. Thanks, Tim Reaper.
Thank you, Tim. We love you. Appreciate
Part of
that.
the appeal of coming on was to hopefully be here a week when Derek gave a quiz. So yeah, I will miss it.
Yeah, I know, right? We love you, Derek.
I don't know if there's any other emails.
Are there any speak pipes that you can send to me?
Hold on. Yeah, we have got another email.
Yay, another email.
Is it a phishing scam?
No, because you've got to, because it's in spam, so you've got to like sort of go through all the like the. You've
That's
got
what I was going to ask, because you have to look through spam. So is
your
it a
massive
phishing scam?
penis like emails and stuff.
Well, that's not spam.
So
That's useful medical
it
advice.
says.
Maybe not for you.
So this is from Jason.
Hi, Jason Gallagher.
So okay, I'm just gonna read this and not stop. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Ready.
You guys never call or write. It's okay. Anyway, I just wanted to say a few things. First off, stay safe over there, wherever you are. It's been bad news for years now, and this, hopefully things turn around. Stay safe. Okay, now for the point of this email. When you guys try to guess songs on the quiz Big D sends you, I can only refer to him as Big D because Pilchard calls him that. Anyway, the veteran gamer's lack of music knowledge drives your listeners nuts. Duke has to sing the entire stupid song before he figures out that he's got no idea.
That's right. Yeah.
What is it? The only songs Chinny could ever guess would be the Mario theme song or maybe Sesame Street. And Stu, dude, have you never listened to music? You do sound like an angel, though. I'll give you that. You sound like an American Idol. Beautiful singing voice. But hearing last week's show was like listening to three toothless old men in diapers desperately trying to call for a nurse to change their poopies.
Hey, that's what we were going for, so I guess mission accomplished.
You guys should start a band. Stu could tie a cowboy round his scrotum and you could dance. And because we know your collective ass can't remember the words to a song, dance till you can't dance no more. Put that on your YouTube channel. Peace. I like how aggressive
man,
it is.
We love it. Yeah. Is that Derek Gallagher? Is there or Jason Gallagher? Or is there some other Jason?
It's just Jason. I don't know.
Jason.
It could be someone else.
Because that doesn't seem like Jason Gallagher's style. Because there's no mention of poop. I mean, I guess there is a mention of poop.
There is a mention of poo. It does tick all those boxes.
Yeah, I guess but it also is coherent, which makes me think it's not Jason Gallagher.
I think it's because I read it coherently.
Well, that could be.
You didn't pause for a story,
Jason.
so I don't know.
Whichever Jason you are, we appreciate that.
No, we do appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have no other emails.
Yeah.
Do we have anything on the Discord? Let's have a look. Anybody on the Discord? Hi.
While I'm here, I'm just going to shout out again about movies. A great movie podcast. Me and
It is a
my
great movie
co-host Jonas talk about movies, film school graduates who want to justify our degrees, and also we made a movie once.
And do it every week or every time you
hardly.
come out. I guess not every week.
Hardly.
Yeah.
Unlike you guys, it's a hobby. It's not a weekly thing. I do respect you guys for that. Weekly for years now. Meanwhile,
it's ridiculous, isn't it?
To talk about.
It is
then again,
ridiculous.
we do it when we have things to talk about because we're normally ready or when the month happens, but we haven't seen films. It's normally we don't see shit, and then for the last 2 weeks we watched about 10 things each.
Yeah, you shouldn't pressure yourself to do it. I suppose we just do this every week because it's just what we do at Sunday.
It's inertia at this
It's just like I don't know
yeah,
what.
it's like, right.
Like what else are
What
we
else
gonna
are we
do?
gonna do on
Yeah,
this?
like
Exactly.
it's just there. So
Right.
it's so embedded into our
Lives would
social
be
lives
even
and our
more
lives.
empty. Yeah.
You're inbred?
Yeah, I
You
am. So I don't know. There's nothing really. Everybody's just wishing Derek all the best in the Discord.
Which they should.
Which they
Yeah.
should.
Absolutely.
So yeah, he's. I mean, from my point of view, like the fact that he sent in so many speak pipes and emails so consistently. I don't mind the fact that he wants to just knock it on the head. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
Absolutely.
it's these other bloody listeners who are sponging off this free audio content, hot content,
Yeah. Come on, people.
and don't
What are we
write into
paying
the
you
show.
for?
So you know, we need somebody else to sort of step up or do something.
Step
but
up or step the fuck off,
um,
bastards.
yeah. So, Duke, what we doing? Is that the show?
Do we have any Discords? I guess we don't have any Discords, huh? You
We have
probably
no
forward them to me if
Discords.
you had
We've
them.
read out the
No
one
Discords,
email.
no more emails. Nothing on the Discord. Speak pipes, Twitter. Nothing. It's time for shoutouts then.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
This could be the quickest show we've ever done.
It's true, yeah.
Antonio, is there anything that you want to talk about, seeing as you're on the show? And it doesn't have to be
I just
video
thought
game
about-
related.
Drag it out.
Well, I did just see the Batman there. How about this then? How are you two? Let's get rid of all this internet persona. How are you two? How is everything?
I feel really bloated.
Okay, yes.
I'm good, but I'm kind of hiding from the papers I need to be grading.
It's like you could copy and
what are they
paste that
about?
audio clip every week.
Yeah, I know I could. It's the ever-present specter hanging over me.
I've just got this problem lately where I eat and I'm just so bloated all the time, and I'm not sure why. Someone said to me that's age. Is that right, Duke?
It depends on how fast I eat. I tend to eat pretty quickly, and when I do, then I get bloated.
Yeah.
So try eating more slowly. There's
Yeah.
a tip for you.
I think I've got this thing of like I always try and clear the plate. Do you know what I mean? I always try to eat everything, and I've got to stop. So, yeah. Apart from that, Antonio, I'm fine, and I'm going to New York next week, so I'm very excited.
Yeah.
All right, who are you going to get into Phil next week then? Because I hope it's not me, because there's someone out there who's probably not listening to this show because I'm on it.
I don't think that's true.
Nobody would do that. What are you talking about?
I imagine it would be you, unless somebody wants to come on and they can write into the show.
Yeah, somebody who has a lot of games to talk about.
They can let us know if you want to be on the show next week. Just let us know, and we'll just ignore it.
Holler at your boys.
And panic.
I'll
at
keep the
last
schedule
minute.
free in case no one comes on. But
Duke, do you have all the capabilities to stream this? No.
Yeah, I've done it before. I can do it again.
But you don't have all
not
the
gonna be
fancy
good.
graphics.
No, I do not, but that's okay. I got my own fancy stuff.
I think that's the show, Duke. I don't think there's anything
so.
else.
I think that's it. Let's
I
do
mean,
shout outs. I already played the jingle.
Antonio, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
No worries,
Antonio.
thank you.
Thanks
Glad to
for
be here.
actually talking about video games, because I think Duke and I would have struggled without you, really. Because he just
I mean,
played some
I have
freeware
been playing GTA
bollocks.
Online as well. If you want to quickly throw that in, I've been playing GTA Online as well.
Oh, yeah. How is that these days?
It's I
You
think
didn't hear
I
him talk about
mentioned
it last time?
I mentioned it when you were off, but yeah, it's a madhouse
Dumped
compared to what it was. It literally is now just how can we make as much money as we can, as fast as we can.
Well,
the game.
it's the last squeeze, I feel like, isn't it, for GTA? I feel like they're just going, right, let's just do whatever, who cares? Because
Well, yeah, like when I came in, I instantly got killed by a flying DeLorean with missiles on it, for example.
yeah,
So
I
then
haven't
quickly
played
made an invite-only lobby.
GTA Online for a long time, but I imagine 6 is coming now.
Me and my mates personally think it'll be 6 and GTA Online, because GTA Online is so big. Like when I loaded in, I had sensory overload on the amount of things I could do. Because the DLCs did come to GTA 5. They're just online. Like there is
I know.
new
Yeah,
story content. Franklin,
But
the newest
people-
update is Franklin in it.
yeah, I know. I just think they'll keep it going, but I think GTA 6 will have its own. People want to be in a new place, you know. Maybe GTA Online will just have an option in it where you go, do you want to go to Los Santos or do you want to go to Gummy Land or whatever they pick? Which I think it'll be Miami. I think it'll be Miami. Yeah, I just have this feeling of like it'll be like a Vice City sort of thing. I can't imagine it being Liberty City again. So, yeah, no.
It's coming to Series X and PS5 and all that in 10 days.
What, the new GTA?
Yeah, well, GTA 5.
Like
just
a
remastered and all
revamp?
that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will be getting it as I
It's
mentioned
crazy to
beforehand,
believe
if
that
it's not
game
stupidly expensive.
Came out on the 360. That's like insane. It's all because I was talking about how on the last show about how I could at this point now I could just play games that are 10 years old because I forgot about them. And GTA 5 is almost there.
Well, I'm looking to play Arkham City again and Arkham Asylum because you mentioned that thing, and I realized, I don't remember that much about it. And
these are fantastic games, and 10 years goes by, Antonio. You can't remember them.
No, exactly.
You
Like,
remember
do you know
the beats?
YouTube? Do you know the YouTube trend of icebergs?
No.
So on the tip of the iceberg, it's like general knowledge information. Mario is called Mario. He has a brother called Luigi, and then the deeper you go, the more like insider
Yes.
knowledge it goes. And I watched a Batman Arkham one, and I just watched it and thought these games are so well made.
Yeah.
And I just thought
How
barely
do I
remember
find
any of
what?
this.
How do I find out what you just talked about? What do I do?
Type in Batman Arkham Iceberg on YouTube,
Batman
and it will be about a
Arkham.
2-hour video. Actually, I will
Chinny
shout out
doesn't know
myself.
about YouTube. He's just about the TikToks these days.
Yeah,
will
I
shout
only
out
know
myself.
TikTok trends. Sorry.
Exactly. Well, if you search Batman TikTok dancing, I'm sure you'll find some things as well. But it's a great video, and it made me want to replay the Arkham games because I adored the Arkham series so much. And I realized I never finished Origins. That's why I downloaded
You
that
never
recently and
finished
started playing it.
Origins, Antonio.
I didn't. It
Dear,
didn't
oh
grab me at the
dear,
time.
oh
Why didn't
dear.
you finish Origins, man? Come on.
It was okay. I remember Origins. That's the one on Christmas Eve, isn't it? Origins.
Yeah, that was the one not by Rocksteady. Yeah.
Yes, it was by
Warner Brothers.
Montreal.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember it being okay. It had Deadshot in it, doesn't it? I think
It does. Yeah. That was one of the main gimmicks. Yeah.
I remember it being okay. It wasn't brilliant, but it was okay. It was like, good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got these Batman. Yeah, Icebergs Explained. Okay, I'll watch these. But
it's good background noise, those icebergs things, because if you've like say, I'm sure there's a GTA 5 one, for example. It's just good background noise because you hear things you remember, and then you also hear things that you had no idea about. And with Arkham, since they're so well made games, there's so many little things that made me respect them even more.
Yeah.
But
I only know TikTok trends now, so sorry about that.
What is the current TikTok trend that's on your mind then?
There's the one where there's a filter where we are running out of things to talk about. There's the one where
No, we're just getting going on things to talk about.
there's
We're filling in conversation at a dinner party, waiting for the food to come out.
We don't want Stu to
know
look
each
at it and go,
other.
an hour? That's it? We want him to look at it and go, oh, an hour and a half. Okay, cool.
No, he'll
and
look
then when
at
he
it.
listens to it, go, oh my God. Stop.
He'll look at it and go, I really saved the show, don't I? I really am the point of the whole thing. No, so the TikTok trend, there's a filter that does symmetry faces, so it does one left side of your face twice. So and there's this thing about like one side of your face is really pretty, and then the other one's like really ugly, and they do it to I think it's Quasimodo and all that sort of stuff. I think that's a trend.
Oh, brilliant.
And there's one where you kick your legs over the camera. I don't really know what that one's about. But really,
You kick your legs over the camera. You don't kick the camera.
No, you put the phone on the floor and then you kick your legs over the camera. That's like a thing. See, it's a weird place. It's a weird place. Like I when I had COVID, I went into these like black holes of like, I would watch a TikTok video, scroll, and it would be about Chris Eubank, right? About how he he knocked out that guy and gave him brain damage, right? And then I go on YouTube from that video and watch an hour documentary on Chris Eubank. And then I go back to TikTok, and then I see another TikTok about black holes, and I'm like, fucking hell. Now I know. Now I'll go on YouTube, and then watch it. Because sometimes a lot of people post like part one of this video that just lives on YouTube. It's like, now I'm gonna find that fucking video, and then I find another video about this woman who's like 30 stone, and she uses her husband as a slave, basically. And like, well, now I'm gonna watch the whole thing of this, So that was my COVID experience. It was great. It was fantastic.
What's your opinion of TikTok in terms of like? So I work, I work as a video editor for social media channels. You work obviously in video.
Yeah.
I just find it very interesting TikTok because since there's such a surplus of viewers, there are so many people that have millions of views and hundreds of thousands of followers, and yet the retention rate they have is terrible. Like people don't come back.
I don't know about that really. I know. What's interesting about TikTok ads are they try so hard to look like normal videos, even though it has the little ad at the bottom. But like you can confuse like an ad and a authentic video. The lines are so blurred. It's just someone filming it on their phone now. They're not all ads. Some ads are a bit more slick and polished. Yeah, I don't know, but I feel we do make like videos for work for like Reels and TikTok and stuff. But how well they do, I don't know. We're not in that business of following it up and doing remarketing and click-through ads and all sort of stuff, and you know, mail chains and all this sort of stuff. I suppose we could do it because we know how to do it, but we don't sell that. But I don't know how well they do. I have no idea. They like, I suppose it's probability, isn't it? You have that many eyes that somebody will buy this shit. And
Well,
marketing's hard because you see stuff, right? Say you see an ad for a Secret Labs chair, which is what I've got, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you scroll through, you're like, whatever. And then three weeks go by, and you see the same ad, and you go, whatever. And then 6 months go by, and you need a chair. And then your brain will go, oh yeah, I saw that ad 6 months ago for Super Labs. And then you Google it, and then that's when TikTok have got you, because like you're Googling stuff now. And so it's hard to trace if it works. Do you know what I mean? How can you trace that? Some marketing you can trace the success of, but some of it, it's just like, I want to buy a chair, but not right now, and then eventually you will. How can you trace? Is that because of a TikTok ad? Is that because of, like, you know? It's
people are jaded by ads. Like they're like,
yeah.
Ads.
Their
so
aim
to
is
make it seem like it's not ads.
Their aim is to sort of just go in front of your eyes. Do you know what I mean? That's their aim. And at some point, you will, like, this Huel is a big thing at the moment. So Huel is this, you know, protein
meal replacement.
Yeah, meal replacement. That's what. And a lot of young people are drinking Huel to try and replace meal, and it's become a very, very trendy thing to do. And that just came from TikTok. And Gymshark, he lives not far from where I live. The guy who set up Gymshark, and he basically just sent a load of shit to all these influencers, and they just started wearing it. And you know, it's a very bizarre thing. So it does work, but it's just probability.
I mean, the fact that there are people whose job it is to be an influencer by itself is just absurd to me.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a funny thing, Antonio. I just like watching videos of just, I don't know, dogs riding segways. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's all I want. And I don't mind being advertised to. It doesn't really bother me that much. It doesn't offend me that much, really. You know, because sometimes I buy stuff. So, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I think
I was just curious because I work mainly with YouTubers and all that kind of stuff, and Twitch streamers, and I was explaining to a friend of mine and my partner that 100,000 followers on TikTok, for example, is nowhere near the same as YouTube or Twitch. Because from what I see, people, so like from what I understand with TikTok, you're constantly fed content no matter what, constantly fed it. People normally see it, follow, and then forget. So retention rate, I've noticed, is just terrible.
Yeah.
You get lots of views or followers, but you don't get much of a community. And also, if you want to make money on TikTok, don't bother. Try and get deals or partnerships with companies, but don't expect TikTok to give you any money. Their creative content is terrible.
But you do,
according to a friend.
But some TikTokers do get a following. I mean, because some of them get.
Oh, definitely, some do. Some definitely do. Yeah.
But you know, if you follow a TikToker, you're more likely to come across them, and even ones that you just like. Even if you just like their algorithm will just keep bringing the videos up. And I clicked on someone. I mean, a lot of people sell stupid shit on TikTok, like how to be financially free in property or whatever. And you know, sometimes I'm just like curious of what they're selling, and usually it's like, oh, I can a totally free course. That's, you know, whatever, or a book or merch. And there's one guy. He does this thing, and it's his thing. It's not a trend. It's his thing, right? This is what he does. He just films himself in the mirror and says weird stuff. Like, I can't think of one actually, but it's like things that like make you think, and then he does like a funny expression, and he sells merch. He has a whole merch line, you know, and he's just some lad. Right.
When I hear shit like that, it makes me think I'm doing it wrong, because like I love long form content. Like I've been.
You want to make actual things that might help people.
But the thing is,
that's not the way to go.
So I work in video, like, you know, part time, and the rest of my time for the past year has been producing a series. I've created in total 6 hours of content, and then I see TikTok, and it makes me think, am I just doing this wrong?
I still think there's a place for long form, because even in TikTok, things are parts, right? So, but it's just a funnel, TikTok. that's it's like the top of the funnel of the sales funnel of like, you know, watch this thing, watch this thing, watch this thing, and then you find, you know, say you put your series on, whatever it is, and you've made it on YouTube, and as a whim you go, well, I'll just put the first 3 minutes on TikTok, right? And then I'll make a part 2 and a part 3, and if you want to watch the rest, you know, you'll find me. And that's how a lot of people use it, because you end up, I mean, you only watched it on your phone, then you end up just going to the YouTube app and finding it on there. So yeah, I think there still is a cry out for long form, but it's complicated because TikTok introduced playlists, so you know people are trying to watch things for longer, but TikTok don't want long videos on there. That's where Instagram fucked up, because they made IGTV and no one used that. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's a complex.
Perhaps I will make an account for marketing purposes.
I think so.
That's quite interesting.
I think so. I haven't uploaded much on TikTok. I've uploaded like bits, but nothing serious. But
just be grateful, Antonio, that you're not trying to get people to read shit, because ain't nobody reading shit.
The reason, the funny thing about TikTok is everybody, the big TikTokers want to be on YouTube the same way 10 years ago YouTubers wanted to be on TV. So they're always trying to chase like the thing that they missed out on, and they're not focusing in on like the big thing now. And I think for me, you know, I just want to, anything new comes along that's related to video, I feel like I'm obligated, because it's my job to know how it works and know like just how to absorb it, how to upload it, how to edit on there, you know, who advertises on there. And I get a lot of ideas even just through work. Like there was a great video by the fire service who were representing LGBTQ the LGBTQ community, and all the video was them reading out negative comments why the fire service shouldn't do it, and I thought that was a really good
there we go, there's Nessie.
video. Oh, there's Nessie the dog.
Briefly. Yeah, my missus saying she wants to be on the podcast apparently, so there you go. We really are in the Veteran Gamers After Dark portion of the show.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for people listening to the show.
She was waiting outside the door. She wanted a debut so much. She waited outside the door apparently.
Yeah. I suppose if you listen to this thinking, why am I listening to Chinny talk about TikTok, then you should have written into the show. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, if I gained anything from tonight, I might open up an account just for promotional sake.
The only two options.
I spent the last year making this series. I want to promote it as much as I can.
It wouldn't hurt. It's my attitude.
No,
it wouldn't hurt. Do you know what I mean? Is it gonna kill anyone? No. So, you know, it's brutal, but it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I've been tempted to like even just to rehash like videos I've already made, re-edit them and put them on TikTok. That's something that I have yet to do. But basically, I've checked out now because
make a TikTok of the time when we surprised Stu. That
yeah. That's exactly what I could do. That's exactly what I could do. So I just haven't done that because I'm going to New York next week and I can't be bothered to do anything. So all I can be bothered to do is eat and sleep and do work basically.
Do this for the bare minimum.
Yeah. I have to do work, unfortunately. But I've not even played snooker that much this week because I'm like,
oh my god! See, that's the. Oh.
Well, I played my league match. I played my league match this week, but after that, I'm like, well, next week I'm going to be off in New York. There's no snooker tables in New York. There'll be a pool table, which I want to try and hustle some.
Or maybe there is some underground snooker that you just don't know about.
No, in Canada there's a lot of snooker tables, but in New York there isn't. So I wanna see if I can hustle like a New Yorker. Go, oh, what is this billiards you speak of? And he's like, hey, you fuck at $10 a ball, you know. And I go, oh, cool. This is so exciting. I've just got all this money to waste. And then do an Uncle Phil from Bel Air and hustle the shit out of him.
Oh yeah.
So,
break out Lucio.
Yeah, break out Lucio. That's right. Yeah, rich. If we're so rich, why we ain't gonna steal it? Yeah. So that's my plan. So I'm off to New York. The next time you will hear me, I'll have come back from New York.
You will be a New Yorker.
Have you been to? Yeah, did I ask you this, Duke? Have you been to? You said no, didn't you?
I've gone through it. I haven't spent any
I've gone
time
through it
there.
myself.
I spent like a
I've
day
gone
or
through it.
two. Yeah, like a little
I've
bit
gone
here
through
and
it.
there, just visiting friends.
We're watching the
But
Book of Mormon.
I'm very much
Oh,
Homer
sick.
Simpson when it comes to New York. Like, screw that place to hellhole. I'm not.
No,
spending
see,
time
to
there.
me, I'm more comfortable. The more dangerous the setting, the more comfortable I am. So, like,
More power to you.
when we was in San Francisco, I walked through San Francisco on my own at
With
night.
Tenderloin in the Mission and stuff.
Yeah, Tara wasn't very well, so I was like, I'm gonna go to the Walgreens, and I just walked there on my own. No idea where I was going. Just walking around. And I think I did the same in LA as well. And it's just like, I don't know.
Just wander around Compton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
You guys want to work with this youth police recruiting organization?
Well, look, New York is one of those places. If you get mugged, it's like a tourist attraction.
There you go.
You know.
Take my photo quickly before he gets away.
Are you actually bugging me? This is so exciting. And then
great. Let me get a selfie.
You take a selfie, and then they steal your phone, and then just go. Well,
wait, post it to social media first.
Email
me that, yeah.
Email it to me, would you? You know, it's a cool place. So yeah, I'm excited. We're watching the Book of Mormon on Broadway, and then there's a restaurant.
I wanted to see that.
There's a restaurant next to Broadway, where all the staff are ex-Broadway. I suppose they didn't make it. These are the ones that didn't make it. And they.
I don't know if that's nice or not.
No, they're singing waitresses and stuff. So they're like putting on a show in the diner, right? Okay. And then we're going to a building where the balcony. It's called the Edge, and it's this big fuck off building with a balcony with a glass floor, and you can see Freedom Tower and Empire State and the Rockefeller and all that sort of stuff. And then. Well, we're going to watch the Knicks, the New York Knicks, but we're watching that in Brooklyn.
All about the Knicks.
Brooklyn.
So we're going to cross the Brooklyn Bridge, go to Brooklyn, and then walk around Brooklyn pretending that we're in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, even though most of that's filmed in LA. Even though it's filmed in LA, none of it's, you know.
Well,
but
remember that time we were hanging out underneath the bridge?
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
So we'll do that. Yeah, so I'm just mega excited. I can't wait for New York. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
If you got time, check out Nintendo New York. My mate has been there, said it's amazing.
Yeah, I haven't passed that one by Tara yet. That one. I'm sure she wouldn't mind going in. I am a big Nintendo fan. Well, I'm a big Mario fan, really. But yeah, I think I can't miss up the opportunity to go to a Nintendo store. That's pretty crazy. But we're right by Times Square, so I am. Is it by Times Square, the Nintendo store? I have no idea.
I'm not too sure.
There is also a hip hop museum in the Bronx that I hear is really good.
I've heard about that, yeah.
We want to go to the planetarium.
Yeah.
So we'll go there, probably. I think that's the show, Duke.
I think
so.
been the show for quite a while. Thank you
from
all
that
so much
question
for
of
listening.
GTA Online, we got 20 minutes of extra content. Stu, if
Yeah,
if you're
we
not happy
did.
with that, then
TikTok,
I can't give you anything
New
else.
York. Yeah, whatever. Shout outs to the Duchess and Amar. Sorry, we never got any beatboxing going on, but that, what can we say? Maybe Stu will beatbox next week when we're trying to fill time.
Beatbox
Sure he
review of
will.
the Batman.
I can't beatbox very well right now. Yeah, everybody listening, thank you. And Ian Williams and Darren Sim and Antonio, thank you for filling in. And yeah, anybody got any shout outs?
Shout out to Antonio, obviously.
Obviously.
Shout out to Robert Patterson. He's so dreamy.
Yeah. Shout out to the preacher
My
from the
dreamboat.
Ruby Blood.
That's all I've got.
Antonio?
Fair enough. I'll shout out myself. Shout out Kombat Movies, and also shout out myself. Follow me on Twitter, as my past year and a half worth of work is being released hopefully very soon.
Yeah.
I'm about to finish a 2.5-hour video on the last Call of Duty
Nice.
Cold War. Good Lord, I never want to look at Call of Duty again, but
Well,
I'm
yeah.
very, very proud of it. And that took half a year on its own, so I'm looking forward to releasing that.
Half a year
Yeah.
It's hardcore, man.
on Cold War.
Yeah, on Cold War, yeah. The Cold
You
Cold
made a
War, yeah.
video for half a year on Cold War.
Indeed.
Now, if that's not worth seeing, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, really. Then
I don't
nothing
know.
is.
I don't know what it is.
With 1.4 terabytes of source footage.
Jesus Christ.
It's a lot of source footage.
I had to get a separate
Or
hard drive
it's
for
very,
this video.
very, very high res source footage. Like 7,000 by 7,000 resolution 4K.
That
ultra.
would be more than 1.5 terabyte. Trust me, there's someone who has to record sometimes in 4K. It just gobbles your hard drive, and it's just horrible.
It does. It does. I have that fancy 4K Elgato, and yeah, no, I record in 1080p 60. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not. I literally hold on because I do record in 4K sometimes. I had to buy another hard drive for that purpose.
Yeah.
Wow. That's intense.
Separate one.
That's right.
It's no laughing matter.
When we record interviews in 4K, it's like
I still haven't opened this.
I hope they don't waffle because I've only got.
We don't have time for it.
And this one
I
guy.
talk about Cold War for 2.5 hours.
We interviewed this guy. I worked at Volvo HQ, right?
I saw that on your socials.
In Warwick, and we were there, and I interviewed this guy, and he was just going on and on. Nice guy, and I was like, "We're gonna run out of footage here. Like, I haven't got enough card space for this guy." And then randomly, the last guy we filmed, I knew him from snooker 20 years ago, and I haven't seen him for so. And he walked in, and it's all serious, and everybody's got ties on, except for me. I don't fucking wear a tie. Everybody's like certain tie, and everybody's serious and nice and whatever. And I just broke down. I saw Jay, and I went, "Fucking no way!" I just went. I went in front of everybody. Nice. And oh, by the way, shout out to Volvo. Like, what great hosts! We got warm lunch for free.
I was going to ask, how was it?
Not a hot lunch, warm lunch.
One of the only memories of my father is that going around from car shop to car shop, abusing the free drinks and hospitality stuff they give you to try and make you buy a car, like all those tiny little mini Diet Cokes and teas, man.
No, this is like this is their HQ, so this is where all the people work. This isn't like a dealership. This is like where they are, and
where they design the cars.
We went in and we was like, do you want a drink, which is usual. We're like, yeah, I'll have a tea. There's like, we've got more than teas and coffees. I was like, oh shit, what you got?
We can give you a bottle of vodka if you want.
We got everything. There was free shit everywhere, right? And because I'm from where I'm from, I'm stuffing it in my fucking coat, and and it's like, I'm jiggling as I walk out, But shout out to Volvo.
Is this really necessary, Homer? It wouldn't be if you if you sit in the hollowed out wheelchair.
The kind of guy to ask for a takeout box at a buffet, that kind of thing. I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the gummy Venus de Milo.
So they were very good hosts, so shout out to them.
All right, that's it, show everybody. Thank you so much for listening.
No, we're gonna keep talking about Volvo.
No, we do not have to keep talking about Volvo.
A ticking top.
Upcoming trip to New York and a trip you took one time to the bathroom.
Do not give these guys things that make sound.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Can I play this clip? This clip on TikTok will work audio.
Okay.
So this guy found a town in, I think it's Sweden or somewhere, I think he might explain it, called Fucking.
Oh, I know this video already.
So.
Welcome to Fucking. I will now show you Fucking, a beautiful village situated on the doorstep of the Austrian Alps. Behold the Fucking church. Of course, Catholic, with the priest currently away taking up a missionary position in Congo. Here we have the Fucking school, where the fucking children learn everything there is to know about fucking. Ihr geht's in der Schule?
Yeah,
Zusammen. I must say, I more and more enjoy fucking children. They are really polite and so innocent. Sehr schön. And this is the special fucking farm, where if you spend enough, you can rent your very own fucking horse. Oh, look at the black one. Such a stallion. Beautiful animals. And here, a woman who prefers fucking outside with the family dog. And I was lucky enough to meet the town mayor, commonly known as the motherfucker.
So,
beautiful.
TikTok, ladies and gentlemen.
What's the limit in terms of video length?
3 minutes. You can do
okay, noted. Thank you.
15 seconds, 60 seconds, or 3 minutes.
I think I'm going to cut it off with TikTok, ladies and gentlemen.
It's great.
What are you even going to call the episode?
I'm not going to call it anything. I don't ever choose the names. That's Stu and Chinny's department.
Yeah. I think I'm going to call
I don't think you can call it
might
fucking.
be too busy watching
Apple
movies.
Podcasts wouldn't like it.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't know what to call it.
2 hours of discussion about TikTok.
I don't know.
The clock is tick-tocking. I don't know.
We could have
Buy a
just played
Volvo.
Rocket League throughout the whole episode.
It's true. That would be very unprofessional. All right. Have a good week, y'all. Thank you again,
Thanks, Antonio, for coming on.
No
we
worries.
appreciate
No
it.
worries.
I've
Check
got
you
very,
later.
very low energy tonight, so I apologise for my low energy, but
It's all good, man. Have a good
Yeah.
trip, Chinny.
thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
thank
man.
you.
Back,
Thank you.
100%.
I guess you don't bring us back anything, but bring us back a cheery smile.
Bring us back a fun
I'll
story.
I'll make a little video clip over there or something of me,
There you
or
go.
maybe I'll send an audio clip. Maybe I'll meet a
Yeah,
New
do
Yorker
it.
and be
Send a
like,
speak pipe. Yeah,
s-
we're good about
yeah, say New York things, American.
it.
Who knows what adventures I'll
knows?
have, but it should be good.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
Peace out.
Bye.
In a bit, everybody. Have
See
a
you
good night.
laters.
Goodbye, stream. Tatty bye.
He goes very quickly on Tony. He goes like that.
Yeah, he does. Thank you for the TikTok knowledge. I might